Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And the puzzle hunt or the Sudoku hunt continues to prove very popular. I actually had a look at the Discord channel for the hunt, and I caught up with 5 days of postings yesterday, and there's so many people attempting it. There's so much really useful hints being provided to help get people through it. People saying, is this correct for puzzle 1 before they move on to puzzle 2? It's an unbelievably good community spirit going on there, and thank you to everybody participating in that, both taking part in the hunt, which is on our Patreon page behind the paywall, and also those helping. Now, it's called Tracking the Cryptid, which is, by the way, a brilliant name. Also on Patreon, but not behind the paywall, we posted this modern art Sudoku pack, and I had a go at one of the puzzles yesterday. That is also exceptional work. I mean, visually especially, just amazing. Now, this puzzle came in from Brandon, who hasn't sent us a submission before, I don't believe, but was very pleased with the way this worked out, and he has posted it to Logic Masters Germany. It's not getting very many solves, so I thought I'd have a look at it. Very interesting rule set. I've never seen this before. If you'd asked me, it's one of those rule sets where I'd have said, I don't think that's possible to create a grid, and I'd have been wrong, obviously, because it must be. The rule set is this: normal Sudoku rules apply, and every one in the grid can be connected to a 9 by an orthogonal path. So we're going to make a lot of snakes in the grid that go from 1 to, like, the path could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be fine. These are snakes which can touch themselves diagonally or even orthogonally. So it could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That works fine. So as long as every one in the grid is connected to a 9 in that way, apparently there's a unique solution. So do give it a go on the link below the video. It looks very interesting as an idea, and I'm going to try it now. Let's get cracking. I don't know that I've ever seen a grid before in which all of one digit is provided. So all the 8s are given here. And that's not thematic. That's quite strange. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what do we know? Right, this 1 needs to hit a 2 next. So that 2 can't be here because of that 2, so it's got to be here. But then we run into a plethora of possibilities. 2 must be in one of these 2 cells, because that 1 needs to come out. And these are the only ones that we're given. Now, not all 2s need to be on paths. So there could be a 1 here sharing that 2, for instance. There could be, well, no, that 2 can't be shared, but there could be other places where 2s could be shared. Say here could be shared by 2 1s. So not all 2s are necessarily going to be on paths. In fact, I rather suspect they won't be. I think we have to think about this a little first. Yes. Yes, okay. What I'm now going to do is checkerboard the grid, the whole grid, and I'll tell you why when I've done it, or that you may be working out why while I'm doing it. This might be, I don't think this is going to be pointless, but we'll see. Right, so here is the grid as a checkerboard. Yes, look where all the 8s fall, almost all the 8s. Almost all the 8s are on blue squares. Now, the property I'm thinking of to do with this path, maybe blue isn't the best colour. We want something that, okay, whatever, does that work? Yeah, okay, purple. Right. Oh, that's very interesting. Yes, right. Ones are on white cells in the ones that we've had so far. Now, if a snake from 1 to 9 starts on a white cell, it's obviously got to go to a purple cell for the even digits and a white cell for the odd digits and so on, and it will end in a white 9. It will go through a purple 8. And every working 8 on this grid is purple. But what do I mean by a working 8? This one doesn't work because you can't use that in a snake that ends 7, 8, 9, because both 7 and 9 would have to be here to be orthogonal. It's been trapped in by that 6. All the other 8s are on purple cells. And that means that every one must start, I believe, on a white cell, because they must all hit a purple 8. So they must all hit purple 2s, 4s, 6s and 8s, white 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s and 9s. That is, I mean, I'm going to say it, that is a brilliant conception for a puzzle. So what I'm doing now is looking at the ones we've got, and I have to fill in ones on white cells because we know that all the ones are in this pattern. They're all in a snake. That has to be a 1. Those 2 are ruled out by that one. That is brilliant. What a lovely idea. That's a 1. That was just regular Sudoku. And look, all the ones are done. These are, and what's more to the point, these are all the starting points of the snake. So these 2 do share a 2, or yeah, they do, because that 1 must get to a 9 through that 2. So that 1 will get there that way as well. There is obviously potential for 1s to reach different 9s in the snakes, but that doesn't matter too much. So now we've got a real start. Now, it does not work with 2s. You can't go through and put 2s on purples and think you're fine doing that, because 1s might not need... I mean, as I said, 1s might share a 2, and that's going to leave 1, 2, maybe even more. Look, these cells could actually be shared 2s. So there's up to 3 2s, given that 3 are sharing, 6 1s are sharing 3 2s. There's up to 3 2s in the grid that don't even need to be on purple. So that relation doesn't apply for there. But this 1 needs a 2, and its 2 has to be... The 2s that are used in the snakes have to be on purple. So what happened there? So its 2 needs to be on purple. So it's in one of these cells. Not so... this 1 needs a 2 on one of those. This 1 can't have a 2 there. So it's going to have a 2 there, and that'll do fine for this 1. That's a bit of odd pencil marking. I'm putting them in there because I don't really know where 2 goes. It's for these 1s. It's not confined within a box this time. But it's not actually been all that helpful, and yet this 1's got a 2. This one hasn't yet, but I have no idea where its 2 goes. This isn't that helpful then. If this 2 is being used for these 1s, 2, it's going to have to, the snake's going to have to come out here. 3, 4, 5. Well, don't bother hitting that 6 because you can't reach a purple 8 from there. 6 can't be here either because it's already in the box. That doesn't work. That 2, well, I mean, I'm not saying that cell can't be a 2, but it's not a useful 2. This must be the 2 that's in the snakes, and that will serve both of these. Then that's going to need a 3 in one of these cells. This 2 is going to need a 3 in one of those. That's using up the 3s for rows 7 and 8. Well, there's a 3 down here somewhere, is all I know from that. One of these 2s is going to need a 3. That's not that helpful. 6 up here is confined to one of those cells, but that's always quite likely for 6 to be in purple. Doesn't mean, unfortunately, that we can fill in 6 here, because we've got to be rigorous. I mean, this is a puzzle in which it would be quite easy to make a logical mistake, and it probably won't matter very often, because you'll quite likely be right, especially if you're putting even on a purple square or odd on a white, but it could still be wrong. So we're going to be careful. Actually, I'm kind of running out of steam very quickly here. There's no 3s in the grid at all. 2s are uncertain. I don't know, 8s, just as 2s can be shared, 3s even more so, 4s even more so. We might end up getting to a position in which only 2 or 3 of these 8s are actually in use in the snakes. So we can't rely on there being 7s and 9s around them or anything. We're going to have to find the path of some snakes. So this one, 2, but that might even not be its snake that reaches the end. It might go through a 2 here. Oh, this is tricky. Okay, certainly not done. Right, 6 there. So by Sudoku, 6 in one of those cells and in one of those. 6 is up here. 7, no. Oh, okay, where does this one go? Ah, now that's interesting. Right. So if it comes out through this 2, 3, 4, 5 would have to be here, 6 would be here. Now to reach a snake, to reach a purple 8, it has to go 7, 8, and then it can't hit a 9. So it does not come out through that 2. Or it doesn't come out that way from that 2. Now from this one, 2, 3, 4, this probably does work. 4 has to use that 5. 6 now has to be here. 7, 8, 9. That works fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, can 2 come round this way? No, it can't. 3, 4, 5. That's not the 2. Okay, this seems to be a very minor deduction, but 2 could be there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That looks likely. Can it go this way, though? Let's remember that is at least possible. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not through that one, because it couldn't get out again, but through this one. 7, 8. Yeah, 9 could be in either place. So actually that is also possible. 3 must be at the top here, in one of those cells. That puts 3 in one of these and in one of these. Ah, and that's interesting. That's ruled this out from being a 2, because that can't be a 3 anymore. So it gives us a fixed 2 there. But this could go 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6. That's not very helpful. Or 3, 4, 5. Oh! It doesn't really prove anything about 3s then. Right, 2 and 2. So one of these is a 2. Can I do more with this? 3, 4, 5. Ah, has it got more constrained? No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you'd have 3 and 9 here. 1, 8, 3, 9, 7, 2, 6. That would be 4 and 5. The other way round, 2, 3, 4. So that is definitely 4 or 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and now there would be a 9 there because you'd have used all the others in the cell, in the box. So that would probably be where it finishes. So one way round, we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other way round, we get 1, 2, 3. So that would have to be 9 or 3. We'd get a 4 here. 5, 6, 7. It's not that helpful, actually. Okay. Oh, look, that 2 has fixed this one. Sorry, that would have been a much more useful thing to focus on. We get a 2 there. The 3 can't be here because 3 is fixed in that box. So 3 is there. That does sort the 3 in box 7 out. Ah, and now they're going to join up with a 4 somewhere here. Aren't they? Can it be here? 4 easily. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can it be here? The 5 would have to be here. Yeah, there's no problem with that. That would be fine. Right. Ah, 3 there though. That's made this a 9. That is not the way round I expected to be going. Okay, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've done a box. We've also completed the snake beginning with this 1. Look, it goes around there to that 9. So I'm going to colour that just to say it's done. That might not be necessary, but it might help when we know which snakes are done. Right, 3, 2, 9. So now, we 3, 4, and 9. Yes, they go here. That one's not 9. 5 and 7 we can place in this box. That's just Sudoku. 6 and 4 as a pair there. 3, 7, 9 as a trio here with no 7 there. So let's remove the corner marks. I don't think they're very helpful anymore. Now we've got them down to trios. And this 1, 2, 3 can't go here because that, well, it could get as far 3, 4, 5, 6 and then it dies. So it doesn't turn right there. It could still go down here, 3, 4, 5, 6 in either place. 7 would actually have to be here. Then this 8 and then a 9. That would be fine. Or I think it could go along here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Right, what about this one? Ah, it can't have a 2 here now. So it's got 2 in one of these positions. This can't be a 2 anymore. Still don't know about these 2s then. These ones connect to this 2. That one, that one, well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's one way it could go. Or it could come out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, say. I mean, it could even go the other way. So that's not certain at all. Right, column 3, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. This is a 4, 5, 6 triple. That can't be 5. This must be a 7, 9 pair. We can actually fill them in. 7, 9. So we've got a 4, 5 pair down here and a 7, 6, 9 pair in the corner. That one can't be a 7. Now that does have an impact on whether this can be the 4 for these 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it dies. There's no other way that 4 can work. So this must be the 4 that connects them to the end zone, to the end goal. That's not a 5, that's a 5. Could be 6 there. Oh, well, this has to be 6 by Sudoku. So that gets them. Oh, look, this one's going straight up the grid all the way. That one is done, and that one is done all through this 4. So they've all been connected to a 9 at the finish, which is very nice for them. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that's still possible. Right, bit of ordinary Sudoku maybe. 2, 3, and 4. That can't be a 6 anymore. One of these is a 9. 8, 9, 7. No, don't know about that. That is 3 or 4, which still works for this one coming out. But 5 doesn't. So one of the possibilities for this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's been ended now. So this one can't come to here. It must go this way. So that's a 3. 4, 5, 6 has to go through the top. This has to be 7. And then it gets to the same ending again. That snake is done. And we can finish its box with, or box 2 with a 9. This one now can't go left at all, so it has to come down. That's a 2. Excellent. So this is a 3. 4. Well, that could connect it up to this finish that they all have so far. Oh, this can't be a 4 because we've got a 4. So in fact, that's it. So these ones are both done, and again they're ending in the same 9. Every snake so far has ended in this 9 up here. That's hilarious. I don't think that one's going to be able to make it, but anyway, 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 8. So this is a 9. That is just regular Sudoku. We get rid of that mark. We've got a 6, 7 pair. 2, 9, 5 down here. In fact, we know the 2's at the bottom. 9 and 5 there. 3 must be here. 4, 6 pair. I'll come to these other snakes in a bit, but I think doing ordinary Sudoku is helpful. We get a 2 here now. This is part of a 6, 7 pair. This is 5 or 7. That's 5, 6 or 7. Right, so let's have a look now. Just 2 1s to go, and they come through this 2. Can they go here? No, that 3 can't find a 4 in the purple cells, so it's got to be here. My goodness. And that can't come out here because the 5 would die there, so it has to go right round the corner. 6, 7, 8, and I don't know where that one finishes, but we need a 9 in one of those cells. In fact, that is a 9. That completes the box. So that's finished the last 2 snakes. They're all done, and the rest is classic Sudoku. And I think we've got enough details to make it fairly trivial, thank God. What a clever puzzle. I mean, that really is a fascinating rule set. As I said at the start, I wouldn't have thought that was a possible rule set. I'm really impressed with how it's worked. The beginning logic, as Brandon said, was well worth it. And that's a nice puzzle. Hope the shading wasn't too over the top. But there you go. Very good puzzle from Brandon. Really interesting solve. Hope you had a go at it on the link. That's a nice puzzle. And thank you very much for watching. Oh, where did these snakes end up? So those are the 2 ends of the snakes. Let's give them a little colour as well. There we go. Brilliant. Intertwined snakes, or rather consecutive path Sudoku. Great fun. See you soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.